Vern Lambourne might have the best job in Canada, eh?
I can't complain.
Brewmaster at Granville Island Brewing. Welcome to Edmonton, first of all, and welcome to BT.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so cooking with beer. We're going to get right to it. You got a beer-battered fish and chips?
Yep.
Okay, so where do we need to get started?
Well, I'm going to put you to work here.
Okay.
If you want to put all the dry ingredients in this bowl.
Okay, good stuff.
We've got a cup of flour.
Uh-huh.
We've got some powdered garlic.
Okay.
A couple teaspoons of that. Some paprika and some salt.
Okay. Now, obviously the choice of beer that you're going to use, probably there's some strategy behind it.
Yeah, you don't want a beer that's too flavorful. You don't want to overpower the flavor of the fish.
Okay.
You just want something that's going to give you a little bit of structure in there.
Okay,
Yep.
perfect. So we got the dry ingredients in.
A little bit of egg. Mix them together. 1 egg there.
Good stuff. Is that a full egg or just the yolk, Vern?
No, that's the full egg.
Okay. Good stuff.
There we
And
go.
what beer are we going with here today?
This is the Granville Island Honey Lager. It's a really popular beer in the summer for us. Just start dumping that in there. Not too much bitterness. That's also key. When you're cooking, you don't want to cook with a beer that's got a lot of bitterness.
Okay.
Because once you heat it up, that bitterness can start coming through a little bit more.
Oh, right. Okay, so it'll kind of exacerbate that quality to the point where it takes away from the dish.
It tastes good when it's in your glass, but maybe not so good in your fish batter.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you always hear people talking about cooking with wine and how they strategize over which wines that they use. I guess it would make sense that the same would go with beer.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And one of the nice things about cooking with beer's not too expensive, so you can play with it. You make a mistake, big deal, try
And
again.
obviously they're sold in a minimum of 6, so you have 1 and then
That's right.
fill
Maybe
in the blanks.
5
right?
for the chef.
Yeah, 5 for the chef. That's right. Don't forget it in the oven though. Okay, what fish are we using here?
This is sole, but you can use cod, you can use snapper, you can use salmon, you can use anything you want.
Whatever you
Trout
prefer.
even, if there's not too many bones. Just like fill it
Trout
up,
would
get
be
rid of the
delicious.
bones.
Okay, are we going to just drop these in?
Yep.
The sole
Dip
flake?
that in there,
Okay.
get it covered, and then we'll try to bring it over here to our deep fryer and very gently
I hope I haven't
drop it in. That looks
messed
great.
this up. Is that getting covered up enough, Vern?
That'll be okay. It'll
That's what
be
you like to
it'll be
see?
a bit of a thin batter. A lot of people like
and
that.
just drop it in?
Yeah, just drop it in. Oh, look at that.
Now it's going to cook quickly, isn't it?
It is going to cook fairly quickly.
Okay.
A couple minutes and it should be done.
Is there any benefit to maybe leaving the fish in the batter for a little bit longer? I mean, it's not going to act like a marinade, is it?
No, it's not like a marinade. It's just a coating. It's just a batter.
Okay.
It's going to cover up the fish.
Now, can we drop this one in the other side?
Yeah,
Or
throw that one on the other side, and we're doing pretty good.
So, I mean, craft brewing, obviously, let's say 30, 40 years ago, it wasn't on Canadians' radar at all. Now I know that Canada certainly has an appetite for it, collectively speaking. What do you think is behind the popularity of beers like yourselves?
I think it's a drive for flavor.
Yeah.
Granville Island Brewing started in 1984, first craft brewer in Canada, and it has just skyrocketed since then. People want more flavor and more variety.
Do you find it hard to balance the expectations once it gets so popular, but you've been known as a craft brewer? I mean, you could probably do the numbers that a lot of the big boys are doing, right? But
yeah, we probably
does it kind of work against what you're trying to do?
It definitely can. I mean, there's a lot of smaller people chomping at our heels, so as long as we keep coming out with new things like our Hefeweizen and our raspberry ale, we can stay ahead of the pack.
That Hefeweizen is spectacular, by the way. We've had it in our fridge a few times, but it never stays too long. Fish cooks quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah, these are looking pretty much done. So
Okay.
we've got a thin batter on these.
Classic way to
This is our finished
serve it.
product. Serve it up with some fries and some tartar sauce and some lemon wedges.
And there you have it.
There we go.
Done and done.
Yeah.
Would you suggest pairing the beer battered fish and chips with the same beer that you've been using in the batter, or would you maybe mix it up a bit, Vern?
Well, you could easily pair it with the same beer in the batter, or you can mix it up. The other beer that would be really good with this, you could pair it with the Hefeweizen. Hefeweizen is really nice with fish.
Yeah.
Or even our Island Lager, a pale ale.
I
English
think
Bay
we're
Pale Ale,
gonna need
anything.
like 24 of these
I think
to
so.
enjoy it. Vern, great to see you, man.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks for swinging on by. You can find more about this dish under the BT Extras link on our website, breakfasttelevision.ca, and more about what Vern and the team are doing at Granville Island under the Inside BT link. Check out that Summer Sessions taster pack they've got as well. You can find it at Sherbrooke and other fine retailers through the city. We're back with more Bridget Ryan on tap, as they say, right after this.